Welcome to the Waylight. Today's passage for the reflection is taken from the Gospel according to St. John, chapter 8, verses 31 to 42. Today's passage is a continuation of yesterday's Gospel passage, and today also we see the conversation between Jesus and the Jews. Jews were so much proud with regard to their ancestor Abraham, and they express it to Jesus Christ. And Jesus says, once in a way that is good to be proud about their ancestor, but Jesus specifically mentions to them that they are not doing whatever Abraham did, their ancestor. They are not following their ancestor deeply. And Jesus here relates himself to God the Father. And Jesus says, whatever is done by Son is the will of the Father. The will of the Father is being done on earth through the Son. So whatever Jesus is doing on earth is the will of the Father. And there is no clash between Son and the Father. As we see the Jews and Abraham, there is some sort of clashes with regard to deeds. They were so much proud with regard to their ancestor Abraham, but still they were not following whatever Abraham did. So there is a kind of clash, and slowly this conversation leads to the aspect of slavery. And Jesus tells to the Jews that one who sins is slave to the sin. So this gospel passage is much more important, and there are so many things that we need to grasp from this gospel passage. And I am taking only one statement of Jesus. That statement is, the slave does not remain in the house forever, the son remains forever. The slave does not remain in the house forever, but son remains forever. And when we connect this to our life, we can understand that there is a kind of difference between house and home. When we say house, that's a building. Only that kind of aspect it brings about. And when we say home, that includes persons and some sort of spiritual and dynamical, at the same time emotional aspects come in that particular word called home. So it includes persons, certain emotions, some sort of spiritual aspects also. So everything includes in the term home. But when we say house, that's a kind of a matter of building. And Jesus says, the slave does not remain in the house forever, the son remains forever. Actually, for the slaves, that is only a house where they are living, but because they know that at any time they can go to another place and they will be sold out. They know it already, so they cannot consider where they are remaining as a home, but they will consider only as a house. But the son remains forever. The son is always at home. So Jesus invites us, all of us, to be in home. So Jesus tells that if we are believing in Jesus Christ, he has the power. Actually, the son has the power to redeem the slaves. As the Father has the power, the Son has also the power to redeem the slaves from the slavery of sins. And once if Jesus Christ redeems us from the slavery of sins, then we are all free and we are at home. So Jesus invites all of us to be at home, to believe in Jesus Christ. And everything in the Gospel according to St. John, the whole Johannine Gospel speaks about the relationship between God the Father and the Son. In most of the places, Jesus had specially mentioned the relationship between God the Father and the Son. And here remains a kind of nostalgia. Here remains a kind of aspect of home. Always Jesus keeps up this particular aspect of home, being at home. So Jesus is inviting all of us through today's gospel passage to be at home, to believe in Jesus Christ. Thus he has the power to redeem all of us from the slavery. And for that we must also have a faith in Jesus Christ. So let us all pray to God not to be in the slavery of sin, but to be redeemed by Jesus Christ to the eternal life. May God bless all of us.